What's up, ladies and gentlemen?
Before you started talking more.
Right?
Yeah.
What's up, Remy? What's up, Ghost Walks? So today I figured we would talk about the NCMEC, or the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Since we're going to be having a poker tournament where most proceeds are going to be going, or half the proceeds are going to be going to the NCMEC, the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. What's up, Joe?
There go Chip Ripper.
I figured we might as well get familiar with the not-for-profit organization of the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. But before we get to all that, in lieu of what has happened, some of you may know, some of you might not know. Those that know, that's fine. You enjoy pie? What's up, Charbatty?
I don't know.
I love pie. Ghost Walks, if we're talking about the same kind of pie. Are you talking about poutine pie? Because if you're talking about poutine pie, I'm a huge fan.
Okay. Oh, thank you, guys.
Probably the biggest fan of poutine pie.
You don't want one of these sodas?
So in lieu of what has happened today,
vanilla Sprite.
I thought I'd just put out this public service announcement right here.
Which one's vanilla?
Sharing personal nude pictures of someone without their consent can lead to serious legal trouble. This act is often referred to as revenge porn or non-consensual pornography, and many jurisdictions have laws in place to protect individuals from such violations of privacy. Distributing intimate images without the subject's permission can result in criminal charges, civil lawsuits, and significant penalties. The person who shares the images can be charged with harassment, invasion of privacy, and other offenses depending on the laws in your area. Additionally, the victim can sue for damages, emotional distress, and other harms caused by distribution of these images. It's important to respect others' privacy and obtain consent before sharing any personal or sensitive content. If you're ever unsure about the legality or ethics of sharing an image, it's best to err on the side of caution and seek permission from the person involved. I'm just throwing that out there. I got you, TP. Thanks, man. What's up, TPR?
Hi. Oh,
What's
you
up,
know,
Blade?
just enjoying my day.
I got the TP. Thanks, man. Yeah. What's up, TPR? How you doing today, TPR?
Why do I not hear you on that tab? That's so weird. Okay, there you are. Okay, I was making sure I could hear you.
Okay.
Like the stream suddenly went silent, and I'm like, "Hang on, why don't I hear you?"
Uh-oh, they shut me down again. Well, I know they didn't, but you know, it happens to the best of us.
Wait, somebody shared nudes? You dirty bastards!
I guess. I know. I didn't get any. From what I understand, it was a picture of a penis.
Did the penis consent? That's the question.
What's up, Citizen Z? Yeah, I'm not sure how many people it reached, but I'm glad it didn't reach me.
Is this the penis that 300 people saw in an email? Because that guy's boned.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. All pun intended on that one.
Yeah, you can't send out pictures of other people's genitalia without their consent. Just FYI, that's like indictable. Don't do that.
Yeah, it is. It is. And God forbid, if a child got a hold of it, you would literally be like, you can get charged with contributing to the corruption of a minor. You know what I mean? There's all different kinds of ramifications that can come from something like that.
Even if it just went out to adults, you're still on a sex offenders list for life.
Yep.
You're boned. You're absolutely boned.
Because it went over the internet. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
If it crossed the
Absolutely.
state line, that's a federal crime.
You're going.
You
No,
are
I think.
so
Yeah, I believe it's. I believe it's, if it's on the internet, it's automatically a federal offense. Because
Well, usually like jurisdictions, they still work on state lines, but yeah, either way, you're gonna have bum sex whether you like it or not for the next 5 to 10 years. Just
Yeah.
FYI.
Probably so.
Fair warning.
More than likely. Just saying. So let me get myself back on track here. We are talking about the NCMEC. Do you know what the NCMEC is? TPR?
National Center for Children.
Missing and exploited children? Yes.
There you go. Missing and exploited. There you go. Yeah.
Yes. So the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, the NCMEC, is a private nonprofit organization established in 1984. Its mission is to help find missing children, reduce child sexual exploitation, and prevent child victimization. Here are some key details about the NCMEC. Their mission: to assist in finding missing children, reduce child sexual exploitation, and prevent child victimization. And they have all different kinds of ways to do so. I'm not going to get into those. Service. The NCMEC operates a national 24-hour toll-free call center, manages the Amber Alert secondary distribution program, and coordinates the operation of the national communication system. That's a lot of communication.
Yeah.
They also have a cyber tip line. The NCMEC's cyber tip line is the national centralized reporting system for online exploitation of children. The public and electronic service providers can report suspected online enticement of children for sexual acts, child sexual molestation, child sexual abuse material, child sex tourism, child sex trafficking, unsolicited obscene material sent to a child, misleading domain names, and misleading words or digital images on the internet. So basically, if you're a pig and you participate in these kinds of things, you shouldn't do it over the internet. They might not get you tomorrow, but they're going to get you. They're going to get you.
And the part of that is sex tourism. On the internet, sex tourism means that you're looking for or actively looking for
yes.
those kind of images.
Yep.
So, yeah, your search history, you think you can delete it?
It never goes away.
It never goes away.
Yeah, no, it's not. Yeah, your bones.
So when I looked up corncob pipage, and I really didn't. I'm just saying, 15 years ago, they can still find it. Just saying.
My friend's son looked up Canadian beaver for a school project, and his dad had to take him away from the computer. Okay.
Yeah.
Like.
What did I think of Nova? Like, I want to seriously know how I can invest in it because it's going to be a fucking bomber, dude. It's going to be amazing, bro. Amazing. Absolutely amazing, Citizen Z. Like, any way I can help you, I don't know how I can because I'm technologically retarded. Technically technology dumb. Okay? But if I can help, I'd be glad to help. Just saying. The accused. Oh, no, we're not putting out names. I'm just saying. She said she ain't no, she can't. That's why. Anyway. Yes, Citizens Z. RAIN is also an amazing organization as well. Citizens Z says RAIN is committed to supporting survivors of sexual violence, cultivating communities of anti-sexual violence activism, and promoting policies that deliver justice and hold perpetrators accountable. So there's that. Yes, I love this. I love that organization. Technology deficient. I knew you'd figure it out for me, Joe. Thank you.
There you go with your fancy words and your edumacation.
That's right, gosh damn it. Dadgummer. Support. The NCMEC provides assistance and support to victims and families, including crisis intervention and local counseling referrals. They also have a volunteer program called Team Hope, which connects families to others who have experienced the crisis of a sexually exploited child. Here is their contact information. 24-hour hotline, 1-800-843-5678. Their website, missingkids.org or www.missingkids.org/home.
Post that. Maybe somebody could post it.
Maybe somebody could find it and post that for me. That would be great. I would appreciate it. If not, I'll do it in a minute. Regional offices. The NCMEC has regional offices located in Florida, New York, and Texas. Me, myself, I think there should be a NCMEC in every state. Myself, maybe in each state capital would probably be more efficient. I'm just saying that's just me. Financials and donations. NCMEC is funded in part by Federal. Federal is what it says. I'm just saying. So the NCMEC is funded in part by federal grants and donations from the public. They offer various ways to donate, including one-time and monthly donations. For more detailed information, you can visit their official website. I'm going to give you some key statistics, some facts about the NCMEC, how bad it's getting out there for children. So here are some key statistics and information about the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Key statistics. Missing children. In 2023, NCMEC assisted law enforcement, families, and child welfare with 28,886 reports of missing children. 28,886 reports of missing children. Cyber tip line reports. NCMEC's cyber tip line received 36.2 million reports of suspected child sexual exploitation online in 2023. Let me repeat that one more time. 36.2 million reports of suspected child sexual exploitation online in 2023. That's just through the NCMEC. Training instances. The NCMEC provided 42,761 instances of training to child-serving professionals to enhance their ability to prevent and respond to cases of missing and exploited children. Total calls. Over the last 40 years, the NCMEC has received more than 5 million calls. That's a lot of calls.
Wow.
Recovered children. More than 426,000 missing children have been recovered with NCMEC's assistance.
That's amazing.
Amazing.
That is very amazing.
Social media reach. NCMEC's total social media followers grew to more than 3 million users in 2023. This should be more like 20 million, but that's just me. I don't want to get too far behind the chat, so I'm going to go over here. Within a month, I will have her on my panel and interacting. Yeah, that shit's crazy, Citizen Z. That's crazy. Be right back. Thank you, Sharbetti. Well, I am going to bed. You have a good night, y'all. All right, good night, Citizen Z. TPR, tell Citizen Z good night.
I said good night.
Okay, there you go.
I mean, Citizen Z, enjoy your evening. It was wonderful to have you here. Is that better?
That's great. Thank you, TPR. Thank you very fucking much, my friend. Jeez.
Je parle anglais très bien, hein? C'est bon?
That's kind of frisky if you ask me. Wee pee pee. Lisa Sammy says, if I click that link and get hacked, you'll know about it. Okay, Lisa Sammy, I guarantee you're not going to get hacked by the NCMEC. Okay? Just saying. And thank you, Ghost Walks, for putting that up there in chat for people to click on and not get hacked. Just saying. Just saying. So, impacting programs. Yeah, we do our best to put out good links around here. We really don't screw around. I know you haven't been around here very long, Lisa, but it's all good. But yeah, I try to run a tight ship around here when it comes to that kind of shit. So, yeah, pretty much no worries. Well, as long as it only messed your computer up, then I'm good. At least you didn't get hacked. That's all I guaranteed. I know she's just joking. Anyway, so impacting programs, recovery. NCMEC assists in the recovery of missing children by providing immediate support to families, sharing alerts to mobilize community support, and assist law enforcement in critical cases. Protection. NCMEC works to protect children from sexual exploitation through the cyber tip line, which allows the public and electronic service providers to report suspected online enticement of children for sexual acts, child sexual molestation, child sexual abuse material, and more. Prevention. The NCMEC offers training to child-serving professionals and works to prevent abduction through education and advances in technology. Financials. Funding. The NCMEC is funded in part by federal grants and donations from the public. They offer various ways to donate, including one-time and monthly. I already covered that. For more detailed information, you can visit their official website. So I'm going to visit their official website. Let's visit their official website. How about that? I kind of touched on this a little bit last Monday. I believe it was Monday that I did a little bit on this about. I really hope you're joking, Lisa. I really hope your computer didn't get screwed up. Can you let me know? Because if it did, I'm not going to go there.
I have an ad blocker on mine. That's all. And my computer's still working. So. I'm very careful about the links that I visit on the internet.
Yeah. I am pretty careful about that myself. So let's see. Let me share this up here with you guys. Present. Share screen. And share. Can everybody see that? Can we see that there? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So this is their official website. Support us, education, our work, our impact. Let's see. Disaster preparedness and response, case resources, publications, about us. Let's go to we pretty much covered about us. NCMEC data. Let's see what this is about here. NCMEC understands the vital role that the data and analysts play in developing policy, response protocol, and preventative education programs. We offer a comprehensive liberal library of NCMEC case data and publications pertaining to missing and exploited children's issues. For key facts and statistics related to NCMEC and the NCMEC programs, click here.
How did you get liberal? Stop that. Just stop it. No politics.
I know. Because I'm not very good at reading stuff sometimes. I don't know. Maybe I've just got a liberal mind. I don't know. Literally. I don't know. Our impact 2023. No child should suffer from the traumatic realities of going missing or being exploited. While many still do, at the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, we are committed to recovering and protecting every child while working to prevent future harm. For 40 years, our organization has stood as a beacon of hope, dedicated to safeguarding the security and well-being of society's most vulnerable members, our children. With unwavering commitment and advocacy, NCMEC serves as a guardian, a lifeline, and a force for change. Okay. I almost choked to death on that first try. I'm not even joking.
I was just looking at it and I was like, isn't that kind of backward the way that the chart is? But I'm like, okay, that's just their role and how they developed.
Yep, that's their role. Yep.
Yeah, as I kind of looked at it as no, prevention should really come first, and then protection, and then recovery in the event of. But yeah, this is a reactionary organization, so
yeah, I agree wholeheartedly with you on that. Prevention should always come first. If we can prevent it from happening, all the rest of the shit is irrelevant.
Yep.
So let's go with prevention. Okay. In 2023, NCMEC provided 42,761 instances of training to child serving professionals to enhance their ability to prevent and respond to cases of missing or exploited children. In 2023, total media followers of NCMEC grew to more than 3 million users. Protection. In 2023, NCMEC's cyber tip line, received 36.2 million reports of suspected child sexual exploitation online. Imagine how many there really were.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? Reports of online enticement increased by more than 300% between 2021 and 2023.
Wow.
Holy shit. Holy shit. That's ridiculous. We're really heading in the wrong direction here, people.
yeah, but that might also be, the increase in the ability for people to have somewhere to report things. Right?
Yeah.
You don't, you kind of don't know where that increase comes from. Either
Yeah.
way, there shouldn't be any of it. Like I've said this a few times on different streams, is like I don't have that switch in my head that makes children attractive to me, so I don't even know why this crime would be committed.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
And see, and I say this all the time on here. Like, people are like, "Well, I don't understand it." Well, you know what? People like us, we will never understand what makes them tick. We won't. Why? Because we are not that way. The only way we'd be able to understand how they tick is if we were that way. We're not. We'll never understand what makes them tick, and I'm okay with that. I'm just about getting them off the street and getting fucking locked up and put away. That's what I care about.
Yep.
I don't care why they do what they do. I really don't care why they do it. It's wrong. It needs to stop, and that's what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my little rant about it for tonight. In 2023, NCMEC assisted law enforcement, families, and child welfare with 28,886 reports of missing children. In the last 40 years, we've received more than 5 million calls with more than 426,000 missing children recovered. That's amazing. That's amazing. Even one child being recovered is amazing.
Sure.
Every child deserves a safe childhood. At NCMEC, hope drives us and fuels our promise to never stop. The threats facing our kids are consistently evolving, and we work hard every day to identify those threats to better protect children. While the way we do our work continues to evolve, our commitment to children will never falter. I'm so glad this place is out there. I'm not even kidding.
No.
There needs to be more organizations like this. There really does. Success stories. Majesty Williams found safe. Majesty Williams was 4 years old. Wrong button. Oh, it's not going to let me highlight it. So you guys have to follow along. Majesty Williams was 4 years old when she was abducted from her father's Atlanta area home by her non-custodial mother, Andrea McCord. Police obtained a felony warrant for McCord's arrest, but with the possibility that Majesty could be anywhere.
Right.
NCMEC wanted to elevate the case to a national level. In partnership with Reelz television show, REELZ television show, on Patrol Live, NCMEC featured Majesty's case on March 11th, 2023. Through collaborative efforts by this, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that, this S Police Department, NCMEC, and the U.S. Marshal Services, Majesty was found in a San Luis Potosi? In San Luis Potosi, Mexico, and was reunited with her father on July 16th, 2023. Wow.
Did you really want help with the pronunciation?
Yeah.
Okay, you can scroll back up for a sec. There we go. Where was it? Okay, so by the Smyrna Police Department.
Smyrna?
San Luis Potosi.
Potosi.
But see, I say that with a French accent because that's just my default when I think of another language. Sorry.
I always knew you were hitting the French Mexican guy, man. I always
right.
knew it. I always fucking knew it.
I'm sorry that I speak the French. I'm sorry. I cannot help my Francais, okay?
Okay. I get it. In February 2023, the remains of 7-year-old Edgar Cassian Garcia were discovered by hikers in Washington state, indicating that the boy had been tortured before his death. Soon after, his father and stepmother were placed on the U.S. Marshal Service's 15 Most Wanted list. In March 2023, with support from the NCMEC in the search, 5 additional missing and endangered children who were being held by the couple were found and rescued by the Marshal Services and returned to the U.S. from Mexico. The fugitive couple was brought into custody. I want to read more about this story.
I'm so glad I had that muted because I said some bad words. What in the actual something or other would be wrong with you that you would want to harm a child? Like, the child's found tortured. What is wrong with you that you want to torture another human being?
Yeah, I don't
what
get it.
Is actually wrong with you? That's. I'm going to mute before I say bad words.
Okay, TPR. Oh, wrong button, jackass. Damn it. I'll do it over. Hang on. I'll get back on track. Here we go.
Yeah, I'm not the jackass, by the way, just FYI.
No, that's me. That's me. I'm the jackass. Just so you know. So this is the lovely pieces of shit right here that murdered and tortured their own kid. Well, her stepson. But these are the pieces of shit that were found with 5 other children in Mexico when they were arrested.
Wow.
Edgar Salvador Cassian Garcia, 34, and his girlfriend, Arciela? I don't even care. Medina, 38, from Franklin County, Washington, have been charged with the murder of a child and multiple counts of child sexual abuse. The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, NCMEC, teamed up with the Marshals to help search for the 5 missing children who have been returned to the U.S. and placed in protective custody. We are so thankful that all 5 missing children have been rescued safely, said John Bischoff, who oversees the Missing Children Division at NCMEC. The crimes that this bitch and this son of a bitch, Garcia, are charged with are heinous, and we commend the unwavering dedication of law enforcement. This successful rescue is a testament to the critical importance of collaboration and community involvement in safeguarding our most vulnerable population. The NCMEC has chosen to withhold the names of the children and remove their photos due to the sensitive nature of this case. The names were made public during the international search, and we now ask the media to exercise the same sensitivity for the case. Relatives tell NCMEC they are relieved and grateful that the children have been found and are asking the media to please respect their privacy at this time. Fugitives on the Marshals 15 Most Wanted list tend to be career criminals with histories of violence and pose a significant threat to public safety. Yeah, well, I'm glad they're fucking update right here. For the first time, the U.S. Marshal Services elevates a couple to its notorious 15 Most Wanted list. We just basically read all this. And then I guess here's the number 2. If anybody has kind of any incidents or whatever, you can report tips to the Marshal Services at 1-877 wanted 2. That's 1-877 WANTED 2. Or use the USMS tip app. The discovery of 2 young Pasco, Washington girls abandoned at a gas station in Tijuana, Mexico, more than 2 years ago. Oh, let me highlight this one. Yes, it will. Okay. More than 2 years ago, has touched off an international manhunt for their father and stepmother on murder, child abuse, and rape charges. The girls, 8 and 3, were taken into child protective custody in Mexico, and it would be 6 months before investigators in Washington were told what had happened and got involved in the case. Child Protective Services in Washington was familiar with the family and became alarmed because they knew that the girls had a 7-year-old brother. Where was Edgar Cassian Jr.? Edgar Jr.'s 2 abandoned sisters showed signs of severe physical and sexual abuse. The eldest girl told police they'd been subjected to unimaginable torture and that she'd been raped while living in Washington. Oh my God, my heart is broken. Pasco police began investigating and went into the apartment when the 3 siblings lived with their biological father, Edgar Salvador Cassian Garcia, aka Cocksucker, 34, and their stepmother, Bitch. According to police, the couple said that Edgar Jr. was staying with 2 sisters in California with their biological mother. By the time police discovered they were lying, the couple had fled to Mexico. Pasco police charged the couple with a warrant with 4 counts of first-degree rape and 3 counts of first-degree assault of a child. When the couple left the country, Medina's 4 biological children were with them as part of a scheduled custody visitation. Police say they took their 4 children along with their infant son they had together. These are 2 faces you'll never see again walking on the street. Period.
The worst part of this is just that idea, like, oh, we can just go to Mexico and they won't prosecute us.
Yeah.
Mexico has basically the same laws.
Mm-hmm.
And they have an extradition treaty with the U.S. Like, you're not getting away with it just because you ran across the border. And that just gives Mexicans a bad name. And they've done nothing wrong. Like, that's messed up, man.
Yep, it is.
If you need to run away from the things that you did with your own hands, oh, wow, you know, you've got more problems than...
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. The U.S. Marshal the U.S. Marshal Service joined the search, and the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, NCMEC, is helping law enforcement look for the missing couple and the 5 children. Of course, we already know that they've been found. While the international search was underway, there were still no answers about what happened to Edgar Jr. Then, on February 5th, 2022, Pasco police finally got a big break. Hikers looking for animal bones in rural Benton County, Washington, about 15-20 minutes from the couple's home, found some bones they believed to be human. Dental records confirmed they were Edgar Jr.'s remains, police said. Pasco police charged Cashin Garcia and Medina in another warrant with aggravated first-degree murder.
That's sad.
Look at that precious little kid, man.
I know. It's horrible.
And what did he ever do wrong to deserve that fate?
He a kid?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't get it, man. I don't get why you would hate that innocent little child.
Regardless of what he did. You know what I mean?
Yeah. A kid is,
You could have set my house on fire, but I would never do those things. Like,
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You could have burnt my whole entire fucking existence and life to the ground, and I still wouldn't do that to a child, man.
yeah. It's sad.
It's fucking horrible, man.
I'm gonna shut up because I keep saying bad words, and thankfully they're always on mute.
This is the worst case I've come across in 9 years as a detective. Detective John Davis said of the abuse suffered by the 3 siblings, including Edgar, who was tortured to death.
Oh my gosh, it's so horrible.
What we've seen from this investigation, they have no problem hurting children to outright murder. The marshals believe the couple may be hiding in the cities of Sinaloa and Nayarit in Mexico or in Canada, or frankly could be hiding anywhere by now. Guess I don't really need to read that part. Police and the marshals tell NCMEC they fear for the safety and well-being of Medina's 4 children, ages 4 to 14, and the couple's infant son, who astonishingly was given the same name, Edgar, as his murdered half-brother. Law enforcement says it needs public help. Medina's sister, Yasmin Ramirez, spoke to NCMEC about the children and begged the couple to bring them children home. All of the pain that you guys are causing, you guys can still do something right, said Ramirez, the maternal aunt of the 4 children, and turn these kids in, bring them back home safe and sound. What a fucking pig, dude.
God, that's horrible. It's that poor little kid. All of them.
Wow. Tortured to death. Tortured to death, dude.
That means the last feeling he probably felt
Fuck.
was pain or whatever, you know? It's horrible.
I gotta coagulate my defecation here, man.
Blood boiling, man.
Yeah, it does, man. There's what's up, SO? There's no way people like us will ever be able to come close to comprehending why people do this shit. I can never imagine hurting a child like that, dude. In any way at all, dude.
Yeah.
I can go as far as understanding like how different companies, even anime, kind of makes images exciting to people. I can understand it, right? It makes it doesn't mean I agree with it. It just means that it makes sense to me. Like I can understand what they're doing.
Yeah.
But to physically harm somebody like that doesn't. I can't get my head around it.
Yeah, and they're innocent.
What? Like how? What? That's a little kid, man.
Yeah.
That'd be like me hitting a woman. Like I'm 200 pounds. If I hit you, you're gonna go flying across the room. Sorry, sweetie.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure that you're tough and you're a very strong, independent girl and whatnot, and blah blah blah. But I'm 200 pounds. You're not gonna make it. So I don't do it. Like I don't have that switch. Like I'm not going to hurt somebody. Like and a little child that weighs 60, 70 pounds. Well, no.
Yeah.
Dude, like I read a case.
Even if they were misbehaving, I don't get it. I don't get it.
Yeah, like
A kid is a kid. You know? Innocent.
I don't get it either. I seen a case a couple months ago. It's been a while back actually. It was this piece of shit was in court for how do I say this? He ended
Bad
up
things.
killing his 6-week-old daughter by choking her to death, and not with his hands, if you catch my drift.
Yeah, I understand that one. That's yeah.
How? 6 weeks old?
I
What
know.
the
That,
fuck?
that one made me cry. That was horrible. That was horrible.
And prosecution didn't seek the death penalty in that case.
No.
What the actual fuck do you mean?
Do you think the death penalty is worse than life?
I just find peace and comfort in the fact that they're not walking the fucking face of the earth, whether it's behind bars or not.
Supporting them being alive, staying alive.
I mean,
You know what I
I
mean?
get that. I get the idea of not wasting tax dollars on it. I get that.
It's not about that
Right.
for me. I just say,
But I
send me-
mean, no. But what I mean is, like, okay, like some people will make that argument, you know. And the way that I look at it, if I was convicted of something like that, let's say I did it for some reason or another, I just suddenly went out and did that, I would rather take the death penalty because I'll get segregated from the rest of the population. I will not get raped anally every single day for the rest of my life. Right? I'm not going to be traded like a piece of gum between one inmate and another. And at the end of it, I get a nice humane death. It's kind of a win-win for me. I think the worst penalty is being put in Gen Pop after doing something like that.
Yeah,
Because they all know what you're in there for.
yeah,
Yeah.
I get it. I get it.
And there are some prisons where they do they do take care of it, you know, and people on a daily
yeah.
basis.
But like here in Idaho, they're actually building an annex onto the state prison here in Idaho just to house sex offenders. All together in one building, in one area, with other sex offenders.
There's a reason for it, right? Legally,
Yes,
if I
they're
know,
responsible
if
for
I
it.
put you in Gen Pop and I know that you're going to be victimized, I am now responsible as your caretaker, as the prison warden or the authority of the prison. I'm responsible if you get hurt. So I have to segregate you.
Yes.
That's why, you know, people get protective custody.
Yeah.
That's why you're better off actually on death row for stuff like that, because yeah, you're going to be traded like a piece of meat. So yeah.
So Joe
I mean-
says, I'm back, but probably won't stay long. I'm sorry. I really don't have the stomach for this. It's a major trigger for me. Thank you, G2K and Miss G2K, for being strong enough to do the great work that y'all do. Thank you, Joe.
Thanks, Joe.
Have a good night, Joe.
Yes.
I totally understand that idea, that sentiment, Joe. Yeah.
Absolutely. And like, it might seem like it's kind of easy for me to sit up here and read this kind of. It's not. Like I'm literally holding my shit back. I'm holding my emotions back. I'm holding I got goosebumps in there, anger goosebumps. You know what I mean? It's not easy for me, but this shit has to be out there so people know what's really going on.
Yeah.
Half the time I'm muted because you don't want to hear the words that are coming out of my mouth.
I'm glad
Like,
that people can't read my mind.
I'm just,
Yeah, I'm glad that people can't read my mind because you have a totally different opinion of G2K. I'm just saying right now. I'm just saying right now. Yeah. All right, so that's my little spiel on the NCMEC for this week. I'm gonna end this live stream, but I'm gonna make another live stream and come back live, and we can all hang out and talk about some fun shit if we want. How about that?
all right. Well, there was an aviation accident in Toronto today. We could talk about that, or we could talk about people doxing naked photos of each other.
We can do both.
We could just talk about alcohol or edibles or whatever the hell you want. You know?
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I don't mind talking about edibles. I can make some really good ones. I'm just saying.
I'm just trying to lighten it for the ending.
Oh, thank you, TPR. Thank you, TPR. And I'm not going to give my normal, typical sign-off spiel. I just say protect our children at all costs, no matter what. They're the most important, the most vulnerable. it's a necessity that we must do. So please, for the sake of all children, be vigilant about shit. Pay attention. Know what's going on in the world,
If you
especially in
suspect
your
something,
neighborhood.
say something.
If you suspect something, say something. It's better to be embarrassed. It's better to be wrong and embarrassed than right and not say nothing at all,
Yeah.
in my eyes. So there you go. Ladies and gentlemen, this is GTK. Protect our children at all costs, ladies and gentlemen. Please. And I am out of here. See y'all in about 5 minutes.